Are you sick and tired of investing in stocks, mutual funds, index funds, and just putting your money in there and just doing nothing? Well, in this video, I'm gonna give you ways how you can make huge profit, but you're gonna have to stay tuned. This is coming up next.
Your trusted real estate source, one video at a time.
What's going on, guys? Alex back here for another video. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. In this video, I'm gonna give you ways of how you can value vacant land property so you can find those hidden gems. If you get any value out of these videos, smash that subscribe and like button down there. Onto the video you're waiting for. If you haven't already, I made a video a while back on how to invest in vacant land. This video I'm going to do a little bit different spin and do it in the perspective of a land developer. What do developers look for when they buy land, so you can be more educated as a property buyer when you make your next purchase. Now there's a long laundry list of what a developer would look for before they purchase a piece of land, and it can be what's the current zoning, how many lots does that property hold, what's the future use zoning, is there any wetland on the property that will affect setbacks and reduce the amount of lots that you can build on that property? You know, where's the location of the property? Is it in an expanding market, or is it in a bad neighborhood and you know you're gonna build $1 million house, but all the houses around them, you know, are garbage and it's just a bad area? So these are all the things that I'm gonna cover and things you need to think about when you buy your next piece of land. Main topic that I wanna jump into in this video is buying property that is next to a high density area and has current future use rezone. What this means is you would pay current market value for the property that is currently zoned for one house per 5 acres, but when it gets rezoned down the future, when more population comes into the area and they start rezoning farther out, then the property could be rezoned where you could potentially put 8 lots on that property and you can make a ton of profit. How do you even begin looking for properties like this? Well, I'm located in Washington. Whatever state you're in, most likely you have an area where it goes from very high density neighborhoods to an area where there might be one house per acre, one house per 5 acres. And normally this is a line that you can see on a map. I'll give you an example now so you have a better understanding and you can see how the numbers crunch out and really see how much profit you can make in investing in something like this. So for this example, you're gonna buy a 1 acre piece of property. It's nice and flat. It's perfect for developing, which is 43,560 square feet. Now, let's say the current zoning on this piece is LDMR. If you don't know zoning codes, you can look it up, but in Washington, this means low density multiple ratio, which means you can build a house for every 4,000 square feet. Okay, so you coming down the street, you meet the owner, it's a beautiful piece of property, it's not developed, and you offer them $500,000 and they accept $500,000. Now you hold on to the property, maybe there's a house on the property and you rent it out for, you know, a couple years, whatever the time being, and say you're cash flowing every month, so you're not worried about it, it's paying for itself, you're getting a little bit of money each month, and maybe a couple years down the road a developer comes in because the area is expanding, you know, or maybe it's already a great area that you bought in, and the developer is gonna pay per lot. You're probably asking yourself, what does per lot mean, Alex? Well, a developer is gonna assess a piece of property in a couple different ways. The first way being is what are comparable properties selling in that area? So if they buy that piece of land and they develop 10 lots that are 2,000 square foot homes, 4 bed, 2 bathroom, what will that house sell for once they hit the market? The second one being is what are their development costs, right? They need to put in utilities, they need to put in roads, they need to, you know, get every single lot ready for development, and there's a huge cost associated with doing that. Now the last one is how much will it cost to build the home? And the national average for a new spec home is around $150 per square foot. So you could just multiply that by the square footage of the home. So let's say you're in an area where you're gonna build a 2,000 square foot house And comparables for those houses, they would sell for about $600,000. Now a developer is going to look at this and let's figure out what they potentially could offer you for the property. Now if you built a 2,000 square foot house at $150 a square foot, that would be $300,000 to build the house. Now let's say the developer is going to pay you $150,000 per lot, which would mean the developer is going to give you $1.5 million for the property you only paid $500,000 for. And now let's say development cost is another $50,000. Okay, so the developer's in the whole property $500,000. They're going to sell each lot for $600,000. Now they're going to have real estate commissions, excise tax, escrow, title, all the closing costs associated with selling a property. So say they net $550,000 on each lot. That means they would profit $50,000 on each lot. So they would make a grand total of $500,000 by developing that whole property. And then of course, the IRS is going to come knocking on your door and you're going to have to pay tax on that. Anything from this video, the key takeaway is start to learn what a developer would pay per lot in that area. And if the prices of homes are higher, a developer will most likely pay higher per lot because they can sell the house for more once they develop the whole property. It's got some key takeaways and value from this video. And if you did, hit that subscribe button, comment below. I would love to hear anything regarding this video or maybe videos that you would like for me to make in the future. As always, thanks for tuning in again, guys, and we'll see you Friday. Peace.